Welcome back, leaders. It's Ali, your embodied leadership coach. And today I want to talk about self-accountability. I had probably one of the most humbling experiences in recent history in my life that has called me to make this video. I had a falling out with a friend about 7 years ago. And she is really good friends with some of my really, really good friends. And she's come back into my life in an indirect way where she's actually, she's working with some of my friends. And I decided to message her and just congratulate her on the work that she's doing. And she wrote me back, and it was a nice little Instagram message back and forth for a sec. And then I got an extra message on WhatsApp, and she exercised so much courage and bravery and actually communicated how much I had hurt her, how much she was still holding on to from our falling out, how much pain and anxiety she was holding in her body. And she sent me a 7-minute voice note being so honest. And I had to sit there and take it. And there's this idea of honesty without empathy is brutality. Honesty without compassion is cruelty. And there was no cruel or brutal energy about these messages. It was so honest with so much clarity and compassion, and that I had no other choice but to take 100% accountability. And I listened to that voice note, and I didn't get emotional because part of me doesn't recognize the person that she's speaking about, but just because I don't recognize it doesn't mean that that person doesn't still exist within me. And yes, we evolve and we grow, but we are whole. And if we are whole, then that person and those behaviors that I exhibited back in the day are still a part of me. They're still integrated. And so I replied to her, and I took 100% accountability. Regardless of if I knew better back then, regardless if I was surrounding myself with the wrong people, regardless if I was projecting my insecurities onto her, I had an effect on someone who up until now did not even have the courage or the bravery to communicate. And from me reaching out seemingly so innocently, she had this green light to take her healing into her own hands. So the point that I'm trying to make is that yeah, we can have evolved and we can have grown, but we still need to take accountability and apologize for things that we've done in the past. If we know that we hurt someone, if we have damaged someone's inability to communicate honestly, from that experience, I look back and I'm like, wow, I did that. I hurt someone that bad. I caused that pain. It is only right for me to have zero excuses and to instead sorry, this is like really real. Like this happened like a couple of days ago. Offer complete responsibility. And not only, this is the thing, not only was that such a healing experience for her, and when she heard my apology and the genuine apology that I had, she felt this emotion just disappear. She was like, wow, like I now no longer have that anxiety that I have when I see you, when I think about you. But not only was that healing for her, it was so healing for me to apologize, to take accountability. I could have easily said, but that was me. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was around the wrong people. Like, I'm sorry, but it's that I'm sorry, but Because when we say but, we are not fully in our apology. We're not fully in our accountability. And there were no ifs, ands, or buts with this apology. It was me. I made those choices. I have to deal with the consequences. And it was so humbling and healing for me to be able to support someone's healing process. And I was able to separate the things she was saying about me and the celebration of her bravery and courage in actually having this conversation with me. And I would love to empower someone who knows that they need to take accountability for something, who knows that they need to apologize, who knows maybe, yes, you have evolved, but you still were that person that did those things. Separate yourself from the emotion and the situation. Yes, two things can be true at the same time. I've evolved and I've grown, but that person still exists within me, and it's important to take accountability. So I don't know who needs to hear this video. I genuinely feel so healed from it. I am proud of myself and my growth that I'm able to take accountability and responsibility. I think as someone with such a huge personality and so much confidence, I can seem intimidating, and I am the most open person. I value connection. Yes, I'm direct, and yes, I'm fair, but I also am compassionate and can hold space. And I love living in that paradox. So I just wanted to thank this person just from the bottom of my heart for having the courage and the bravery to call me out and to exercise courage. It's so healing and so humbling. If you want to have any more of a conversation about this, please let me know. I'm in the feels of it still, and it's as healing for the other person to hear an apology as it is for you to give it. So I hope everyone's having a beautiful week. Hit me up. I have coaching spots available for July and for August. So I'm an open book. All right, everyone. See ya.